And we're live. Hi.
Yay! Hi,
Hi,
everyone.
everybody.
Welcome.
Welcome. This is Kyle and my lovely friend Shaun.
Hello, everyone.
Shaun-Mathieu.
So glad to be here.
Hi, Ascending Butterfly. You're new to the channel. Thank you. Be sure to subscribe to Shaun too. To subscribe. Sorry, describe. Be sure to subscribe to Shaun too. It should be in my notes, and we can put it on your. We can add it in the chat too.
Okay, great.
So yeah.
Great.
Hi, Ascending Universal Butterfly. I think I met you. Did I meet you on Denise's show? Hi, Deborah. We were just talking about you, how you need to come do astrology. Hi, Poirot. Did I say Poirot right? I remember Poirot from when I did a show with my friend Denise. Am I saying Poirot right? Deborah, we need some astrology. You need to come be on a show with us. And I need to sign up for one of your astrology readings.
Deborah is brilliant. She is
a birthday special.
so good.
I meant to do it yesterday, and then I had the calendar open, and then I had ADD, and I forgot. We'll get with you. We should have you come on and do some astrology stuff. That'd be amazing. I'm going to book one of those with you. Hi, everyone in the chat. So who has a question? Shaun and I are both ready to start doing some readings.
Don't be shy. We don't bite.
I do have the chat on slow, so it might pop up slower. It gives
okay.
In case there's like a bunch of them. It goes slower for us to see. And I learned how to put one on there. I learned how to put it on the screen. I feel so fancy.
I love it. I love
My
it.
friend Denise taught me how to do that. Anybody have a question? As I just dance around. Do you guys want to see this cool thing I do with my candle while we're waiting for questions? So I wrote all these sigils, and I made this like my intuition candle. It's dark purple, and it has all these sigils that I created myself all over it, and like these not paint markers, but they're special kind of markers. What are they called? They're not Sharpies, but they're one that can go on glass.
So I love those.
I also did them in purple, so you can see my little sigils that I created.
Ooh, pretty.
I love it. It's so fun. And then I love these candles that I get. I always buy from, I call her my favorite witch, Carrie, the shop. She owns the shop I read at. And I love these candles that she gets in stock. And I always buy them. I bought like 3 yesterday.
Oh, those are cool.
They're really cool. It's my Sacred Space one. And it already has like energy in it and like good juju in it. And it's like lavender, light purple essence, lavender hues, tranquility.
Ooh.
I have more upstairs and I love it.
The candle I'm using today is scented like a peach Bellini.
Ooh. That sounds like Bellini.
Yeah, I know. Me too. Yeah. Okay. After the readings. Yeah.
Maybe later. I have to pick up my kids, and then I have to take them. Then it starts all the things. After I pick
them up. Okay. Much later.
Then here, and then there, and then all the therapies, and then blah 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 blah. Question. All right, let's do this. Poirot, when I pass, question. When I pass, will my son be doing a profession he likes and be able to support himself? I'm an old adoptive mom. Okay, so let's look at the energy around your son finding a profession he likes. I like to rephrase questions from yes or no because it helps us get like a better reading out of it. So let's look at the energy around Poirot's son doing a profession he loves. And then we'll look at the support piece. We'll look at it in 2. So energy around him doing a profession he likes. I know it's so important to do something you love.
Vitally important.
And I get worrying about your kids. My kids are 7 and 9, and I worry about them all the time. Okay. Doing a profession he loves. Let's look at this. Ooh. I got something good. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I got some good stuff.
I love it. You want to go first?
Sure. All right. So the first card of this 3-card spread that I pulled is the Sun card. Yeah, from Angel Wisdom Tarot by Radley Valentine. I love this because in a lot of ways, I feel this is a significator card for your son. He is your son and he's your son, literally. So I love this. The next card that came up was the Magician. Magic is all around him. I absolutely love this. With these two cards, the short answer that I would give right now is yes. Yes, he will find something he loves that he can be lucrative with. Now, what is it exactly? Not sure. However, the third card that came up in the reading was the Six of Water. You know,
Oh,
returning to childhood, returning to dreams that we once had when we were children. You know, I'm not saying he's necessarily going to grow up to be an astronaut, but he will do something that I think started as a seed when he was much younger. You know, maybe a fireman, maybe maybe a lawyer, maybe a lawyer. That's possible. I do see him doing some sort of like work at a desk, but I don't think it's a full-time 40-hour job at a desk. Like the job takes him to other places randomly. He like travels a little bit for it, but there is some desk time in the allotment.
I love all those cards you got because I want to add to your major arcana. I got the star. Same deck.
Oh,
We're using the same deck.
yeah.
Our Radley's one of our mentors, so I'm a little fangirl at Radley, and I've even told him that I'm like I'm not worthy, and he's like knock it off. But he's like just real stop. But the star, and for me, this is telling me that like you like I know you worry as a mom, but that it's going to be okay. And if he has been struggling to find a job or find something that he loves, there is light at the end of that tunnel. And I feel it is something that's like, that allows him to use his brain. I mean, maybe not like artist, but I feel like it is something where he has to think, like be creative and think on his feet. I honestly feel like it's something with communication because I also got the King of Swords, and the King of Swords is like the best communicator,
Ooh.
right? Like he can cut through things. He can almost like lawyers. That's a good one for a lawyer. It's also a good one for a therapist. And I'm
Oh,
like King of Cups I usually associate with therapy, but the King of Swords too, because they're able to take people's like, like their rambling thoughts and like help make it make sense. You know what I mean? Like sometimes and help them. So I don't know why, but I was feeling like along with that crow, I was getting like a communication vibe. So,
well,
or
and
maybe he's a
also
writer.
with this, it could be child therapy too.
Yeah.
You know,
Work with
doing
kids
stuff at a desk, but also working with kids to help them with their traumas.
and help with them play. Poirot, what does he want to do? If he's so, yeah, or writing, maybe he's doing some kind of writing. Is he in school right now or is he just in between jobs? I feel like there's light at the end of the tunnel. And I feel like there's something very communication based because I keep getting the bird. My eyes keep going to the birds. Like there's a bird here and a bird here. And then you had the cups, which cups can also be communication too.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
like yeah. Um, but I would love to know what he does if you want to pop it, or what he studied in school if you want to pop it in the chat. Yeah. Artist, story creator. Yeah, I can see the writing piece for sure. Does he write for kids? Since Shaun got the childhood, or either it was a childhood dream to be a writer, or he writes things for children or young adults. Um, but I see that communication piece.
Yeah, I feel that
Ooh,
energy as well.
there's a big dragonfly on here that just jumped out at me. I've never noticed it before. What do dragonflies symbolize anything
Ooh.
that I'm not missing? Because that dragonfly is like waving at me. Like that's how I read. I get things that like highlight. And that dragonfly is like, Kyle, pick me, pick me. So I just wish I knew the significance of like a dragonfly. It could be, I also kind of associate dragonflies with like whimsical, like and wishes. And like,
Well, I know in many cultures, dragonflies can also be a symbol of passed over loved ones or angelic
mhm.
help or spirit guide help.
Oh, so maybe their spirit guide's trying to help him on the right path.
Yeah, yeah, or an ancestor too is trying to like help guide him where he's supposed to
Yeah.
go.
And we have an owl too. The owl, I know that's all about wisdom. And it could be ancestor too.
Well,
I
and they're
think
all flying creatures too.
yeah,
So,
everything in
like,
which is moving.
yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of flying creatures, and I'm just being drawn to all of them. I just feel like he's on his way. Like I feel like if he's struggling to find something, I have just for people that are looking for jobs, if anyone else on here is looking for jobs, I know I love Psychic Nate on the YouTube platform Third Wish, and he said that in April things are really going to shift for people career-wise, and the job market's going to open up, and he sees a lot of people getting jobs in April, if that makes anyone feel better. So just hang on. I know it's like 5 weeks away, 5, 6 weeks away, where things are really going to shift for people job wise in a positive way. So,
and I think that's perfect too because we'll be mostly out of the retrograde by then.
oh, cool. Oh,
Yeah, because we're going into a Mercury retrograde. We're in the shadow of it right now, and then for a good portion of March, we're in the retrograde. Then we get in the shadow again, and then most of April we should be free and clear of the retrograde
okay.
energy. Yeah, they're the only two retrogrades that I really like pay attention to closely are Mercury and Venus.
Got you. I would love to know, Deborah, if you want to pop in the chat, how you feel about, so as an astrology person, are you somebody that is, if somebody that like, because I know there's some like astrology people that are like, stop trashing the retrogrades, they're not so bad. Or are you somebody that's like, yeah, those things are awful? I'm just curious. I'm just totally curious. You're welcome, Playrot. I'm so glad. Thank you for, it's so good to see you again. All right. So who was next? Who asked next? So we got, I think Ascending Butterflies comment looks next. Let me see. We got the oh yeah, we talked about the profession and supporting himself. Yep, we did that. Okay. Oh wait, the next person here. Okay, Deborah, our friend Deborah is next.
Deborah, hello.
Deborah, we love you, Deborah. Deborah's a really talented astrologer for those of you who are new to the channel. And she's going to be coming on here to do stuff because I love her.
I mean,
all right,
she is amazing. She is brilliant. Yes.
She's brilliant. She does stuff with collabs with other people. You should watch her stuff. She's really, really good. I got a birthday chart with her done. I was like blown away. Lots of stuff. And I'm getting another one. I have to just remember to sign up for. I literally, calendar was open on my phone. And then I was like, shiny thing. And then I was like, damn, I didn't sign up. Lots of things happening, energy moving in my family, seeking insight and guidance on how to support your loved ones. Okay. Support your loved ones without getting stuck in old patterns. Oh, girl, I feel that. I feel that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So how can guidance for Deborah on how to support her loved ones without getting stuck? So being supported without being like the crutch or being stuck in
without being the punching bag.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, just being support. I feel like, and I also kind of sometimes feel like I'm cheating because I know you, but I feel like everybody goes to you for everything, if that makes sense. But I feel like a lot of us do in our like little groups too. You're just so wise. I was like, Deborah.
She's extremely wise.
And you're very nurturing. Let's see. How can you best support without being a punching bag? Okay. There's there's some healing that needs to happen with some of your family. There's like some sorrow going on. And just from what I'm gonna have to pull, I want to pull another one because I want to get some more on that and then I'll show you what I got. I want to get another one. I don't want him to come out again because I just pulled him. Ooh, I'm gonna do soul coaching with you too. So I'm gonna pull another one, then I'm gonna do a soul coaching one. Let's do, how can you be supported? Oh, I like that. Okay. All right. And these are soul coaching from Denise Lynn. And I love, these are so fun. Okay. Nice. Okay. So the first one I got is, so there is definitely like, you are not wrong. I mean, obviously it's your family. Of course you're not wrong, but there's a lot of sorrow going on. There's some healing that needs to happen. I feel like there's some hurt feelings, or I'm not sure if somebody has recently passed away in the family and there's like, people are just kind of sad about it, or, There's definitely some hurt feeling. I feel like there's some male energy too, because my eye's really drawn to the blue sash. And whenever my eye gets drawn to Azrael's blue sash, there's something about a male. Um, so this is just reminding you to kind of like be like the Azrael and just be there, you know, just like listen, but try like while trying to protect your energy. Like you can listen, but try to like I take people's things on, and I need to get better at like just being there and listening and just being supportive without being like, how can I help? What can I do? And try to remember that aspect. So that's kind of the message I'm getting there. Just give them a hug, be supportive. And I'm also getting work on your own stuff though, too, because I got the Six of Pentacles. So while you're being supportive, still do the things that make you happy, because that's going to fill your tank. Because this is all about giving and receiving, right? And it's going to refill your tank, while because you are going to have to probably be like a lending ear or shoulder to cry on. But if you're taking care of you and protecting your energy, that will keep you centered, so that you're not almost becoming like this energy, like there people are like sucking all your energy. And what I love about this one is I feel like you have like a something big and really big coming up. And I don't know if you're going on like a cool trip soon. I don't know if you're going to mastermind or there's something big, but I have like voyage for you for soul coaching. So when you get a chance, type in the chat what jumps out at you with voyage. But with soul coaching, it's kind of a two-way street. Like I give you my hit, you give me yours, and together that makes like what you need to know, right? And since we're friends, I can actually text you this card, and I'll text you the booklet too, because it has affirmations in it. But the voyage is just like, it's telling me that you have something really fun coming up, and to just and don't feel guilty about going and doing what you need to do, even though like you're still trying to be there for everybody, because you deserve to do your own thing too. And you deserve to have fun, and you deserve to go on your voyage, whatever it is. What'd you get?
So different cards, similar message, which I love. So the first card I got was the 10 of Fire. You know, over stressing, lots of worry, lots of angst, you know, worrying about things that you can't solely control. And that drives everybody crazy. I do it, and it drives me crazy. You know, you need to make sure to de-stress from the situation. That is vital. It's important. Otherwise, it's going to cause havoc. And we do not want havoc. The next card I got was the Page of Earth. Now, here is what's interesting. I feel like a lot of the things you're currently going through now, I feel that it will help you in the long run with your spiritual work. And you're going to be able to write more about it. What really stood out to me here is the stack of books right here. And it makes me think like you're going to write an article or a book about the current situation that you're in now down the road, like maybe a few years from now. And your writing there will help others. It'll help others tremendously. And then for your own personal health, you need to remember to detach, walk away from the drama. Immersing yourself too much in the drama will not be good, as we have seen earlier. So remember, in order to take a step back, you know, and then return to the issues later when you're more calm, when you're more grounded. Now, I did pick one more card from you from the Roses, Dust, and Ashes Oracle, which I love. And the card that came up is Humility. Now, this I thought was really interesting. I thought it has to do with honoring family traditions, but I also got a side that it's also about seeing some type of monument on your voyage. Now, I do know of one trip you have planned, but I think there's like some type of monument that is similar to a pyramid. Not exactly a pyramid, but something big and grand like that you haven't seen yet, that you're going to be seeing quite soon.
I just saw where she's going, and then, yeah, she's going to see all kinds of cool stuff. That's going to be awesome. Hi, Brandy. Hi, Denise. Denise, this is my friend Shaun. This is Denise is on here. She's who I was telling you about, who was on her show.
Hi, Denise. Nice to meet you. Hi, Brandy.
All right. Okay, so we got Playwright. We got Denise. Okay. Summer Lilies. Hello, first time here. Hi, Summer Lilies, welcome. I am looking for guidance on here. I need to focus on my career, art, tarot, healing, etc. Awesome. Well, if you ever want to do a collab, I love collabing.
Wait, is this the Summer I know?
Are
Oh,
you
that
friends
is the
with
Summer I know.
Oh,
Hi, Summer. Hi, Summer. So good to see you.
okay. So art healing claps. Art healing, art tarot healing. Okay.
Art tarot.
So she wants to know guidance on where she needs to focus her career. Okay. Brandy, we'll get to you. I'll get to you. I got one ahead of you. Oh, this one and then one ahead of you, Brandy, and then I got you. So don't worry about asking. We got you, girl. Okay, let's see. Guidance. I need to focus my career. I feel like my cards are so loud when I shuffle.
I love that.
I'm going to do one of these. I'll do one of these too. Ooh, I got two that came out. Ooh, I like both of them. Do you want to go first this time? We can rotate it.
Okay. Yeah, I love that. Let's rotate. Okay, so Summer, hello. The first card that I pulled for you is the Seven of Fire. I love that. What I'm getting from this is I feel like there's someone who is mildly challenging your authority. Someone who's like, are you sure you want to do that? Oh, do you think you really should do that opportunity? Oh, this might not be right for you. What will people think? I feel like there's someone like that who's like kind of challenging you almost as like a mild antagonist in a story. And they're kind of like, they're forcing you to question things you already know to be true. And that has more to do with them, not you. But it's irksome. It's irksome when people do that, when they project. The next card I got was the Awakening, the Hanged Man in traditional tarot. I feel this is more about seeing what you do in a new light. And, you know, I know you're extremely talented at what you do. One message that I got also was I saw you doing readings on a boat, like on or near the water. So I don't know if it'd be like a riverboat or if it'd be like somewhere where there's water really close by. Could be a cruise ship. I don't know. But one thing that's also standing out right here for me in this card is the fork in the road down like right here. And no, right here. Sorry. I feel like there's going to be some decisions that have to be made as to which direction to go. Now, both directions are good, but then you're going to have like this irksome person who's going to be like, are you really sure you want to take either path? Would it be more safe to just stay where you are? Which is not true. No, we need to risk in order to grow and learn. So whatever decision you make will be good, but you have to make a decision. The third card I got for this card deck, she's back. We've got the Page of Earth again. Now, here is what I'm kind of seeing is that, do you do any types of readings at junior colleges or anything like that? You know, like maybe in the quad or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know like what the facts are for doing that because I've never done that at a college or a university, but it would be interesting to know because they do like vendors, so that is a possibility. The final card that I picked for you from my Oracle deck is the Passion card. You are so passionate for what you do, and it's important to always remember that whenever there is underlying questioning, if there's any underlying in confidence, because you've got it. You know exactly what you're doing, and you do it extremely well. Never forget that.
And
Kyle?
I got the 7 of Fire too, so I'm wondering who's trying to take away your power? Who's trying to take away your personal power? It's like this, I feel like you had a plan in place because I'm looking at these bricks on this wall. It's like this little gecko had a plan, and then all this ivy came and grew and like blocked its plan, and now it's like I don't know what to do. And I feel like somebody, yeah, maybe said something or did something that made you feel like they're trying to keep you small. And this is telling you, just like what Shaun said, to trust yourself and trust your inner guidance because you know what you want to do, and like there's somebody that's just keeping you small or trying to. And I don't know if it's out of meanness. It could just be because of worry or something, you know what I mean? Like my dad used to do that, and he didn't mean it in a bad way. He'd be like, don't quit teaching to go be a writer because you have a pension. He wasn't trying to be a jerk. He was just like worried I would not have food to eat. And there was times when he was probably right, but I had to do what I wanted to do. So and then I also got there's some kind of fear with what you want to do, with whether it's being seen or it's stepping out of your comfort zone, because I'm getting the 9 of air, and that's all about like just being really afraid and sleepless nights, right? But a lot of times this is just us. It's our brain not wanting to shut down. Our brain that's like telling us these things, and it's like becoming almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. And I'm very hyper focused on the quilt on the bedspread. I know you said you're an artist. Do you by chance do anything with patterns or quilting or something where you make collage art or something? Because I feel like that there's some reason why I never look at this bedspread, and there's some reason why I usually go to the guy in the moon, but today I'm here. And where my eye goes, as Bradley said, my ADHD eyes, where they go is what is the message. So there's something with this bedspread here. And then I got, which I love, what Shaun got earlier. I don't think he got it for you. I think it was for the last person, but the 6 of Water. And the 6 of Water is all about something from childhood. Like when you were younger, what did you want to do? What did you want to be? Who did you want to be? What did you want your life to look like? And really going back to that and really thinking about what made you happy when you were younger, and finding ways to incorporate either that dream or goal or even things you did, because I keep hearing the word childlike wonder, and I feel like you need something in your life to help you feel that again, if that makes sense. I want to see if you put anything in the chat. Let's see. Okay, she said she has to think about it. Oh, I don't sew, but I paint all kinds of things. Okay, yeah. So I feel like that's telling me that you definitely want to make sure not to. I wouldn't say maybe focus on your art, because it sounds like you're a really good reader and healer too, and we don't want to take you away from that world, but maybe find ways to incorporate art. Or gosh, you can even, I know somebody that painted like their own tarot deck and painted like all these beautiful tarot cards there, and did his own interpretation of like the major arcana and like these huge paintings, and they were stunning. They were for sale in the shop that I work at. They're really cool. So maybe finding ways to incorporate your art into your readings. So, or I know someone that draws as a medium. She draws, and you go see her and you get a medium message and you get a picture. So she found ways to incorporate her art background into her readings.
Oh, I love that.
So yeah, they're really cool. I have one actually. For mine, it's kind of cute. She did it more of a message for me. It's time to step into your power. But I don't know if you can see with like the glare, but
Ooh,
very cool. But she found ways to blend both
I
of
love
those.
the colors.
Yeah, and she has all these markers, and she's just guided to draw as she's giving you your message. It's very cool. So finding ways to incorporate art. Yeah, I'm saying with the mystical, that's where I feel safe. So maybe finding ways to blend both worlds. Okay. All right. So we did, okay, now we're at Brandy. Wait, oh no, we're Ascending University or Universal Rainbow. Hi, Ascending Universal Rainbow. Welcome. Thank you for coming. How can I develop my clairs even further to channel our beautiful divine, even with my writing? Well, this is just this is like before I draw anything. So I love to do automatic writing when I pull cards. Have you ever done that before? And I actually just taught a tarot class and we talked about this yesterday, how you just pull, like you ask a question, you pull one card and you just start writing with whatever jumps out at you, the colors, what your senses feel, where your eyes go, the number, whatever you're drawn to, and just start writing and you will get awesome messages. That's a really great way to start channeling and looking at the card, but getting it gets you out of your brain into your higher self. And if you struggle with the automatic writing, like if you start overthinking it, try switching hands and using your non-dominant hand, because that gets you even more out of your brain. That's just my little teacher spiel. But let's pull some cards. Sorry. Since I just taught that yesterday, I was like, oh.
I love that.
Develop your clairs. Yeah, it's a fun class. I teach it a few, like 4 or 5 times a year. Like every couple months at the shop. All right, I dropped a bunch of cards, so let me start over. Okay, develop your clairs. I feel like you might have 2 players. Let me see what else I get. Oh, I love that. Oh, this is fascinating. So, ascending universal butterfly, do you see auras? Do you see auras like at all? Because I'm got my first card, I kind of jumped a few different places. The first card I got was, and this is Radley Valentine's Animal Tarot deck. Of course, it's his favorite dog. He's like, it's so funny. He cracks me up. He's so obsessed with these dogs, but they're so cute though. The world, but I was very awesome. So I was very drawn to the chakra colors, and I was like, and I heard aura. I feel like she sees auras. So keep working on that and keep working on that color thing and try to, I don't read auras. I think that's so cool and people can. I would try any way to strengthen that, because that's going to help you with all kinds of things, because you can read people because of that. You can read like their emotions and their feelings, and like, not in a creepy way. It's because you can see the aura stuff. And I'm also really drawn to, I felt like you might be clairaudient too, though, because I'm really focused on this card, the musical instruments. And then I also got the hanged man, and the hanged man, for me, the hanged man is you need to stop and listen inside. So to me, that's telling me to really like work on those clairaudient things, which I did a lot of that with like the channeling, with the writing, with the cards, because when I started writing it, I started hearing it. That's how I started. And now I see now too. And I'm also focused on these runes on the bottom. They look like they're rune signs or the sigils. And I feel like you are going to develop a seeing too. Oh, wow. You read people's energy. She reads people's energy. I forget you can't see the chat, so I'll relay it.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm on my phone here.
But like, keep working, because I also got for your final card, keep working with friends and keep practicing. If there's like a group in your area, or even if you practice with people on Zoom or people in like the YouTube community, because this is all about collaboration and practicing and working with other people and being really respected in the community. And I would find somebody that you really respect and work with them, and just and have them kind of teach you the ropes of like, for me, I just started reading tarot when I was 15. And I started with like looking at the pictures, and then it evolved and it changed the more I started working with angels, and that's how things like shifted. And so a lot of that too is like who you work with on a physical level and then on a spiritual level too. So hopefully that's helpful. Oh, perfect.
One
She
of
has
the
a
things.
multiple people in her community to work with.
Oh,
Cool.
good, good, good. One of the things I know when like I want some of my own gifts to increase or something like that is I'll meditate and just talk to my guides, talk to my angels, and I ask for it. Like you have to ask for it. Please increase my gifts. Please increase the messages that I want to receive. I find when I do that versus when I don't do that, I always get more information. I always get more things. So the first card that I pulled for you was the Four of Earth. Now, the meaning I got for this card is unusual. I feel it has to do with making sure you see all the colors in the monochrome palette and things are not black and white. You know, it's not right versus wrong. Most things fall into a gray area. And there's things that are good and there are things that are bad, and those are pretty distinct. We all kind of get that. But I think when we encounter, like, say, auras, for example, you know, we want to make sure we are seeing all the colors there, not just the black and white, but all the shades of gray in between. The next card I got was the Two of Earth, balancing priorities. Here I feel like there's a lot, you're juggling a lot right now with work, with family, with finding time to increase your spiritual practice. And I know for a fact it's directly connected to family because of the family card that came up right after. Now, this might not necessarily be real family. It could be, sorry, it's always real family. Let me take that back. But it might not be blood relations. It might be chosen or gifted family. And you love them, you want the best for them, but there's a lot of balls you're juggling, literally. And, you know, you can't let any of them drop. And I feel like sometimes that might hamper what it is that you're trying to do by increasing your gifts. And here's the thing, you just got to take a step back, breathe. Breathing's important, and then go to the next phase. But I would say try to maybe minimize some of the stress you're currently in at the present moment. The final card that I got for you was the resilience card. Now, even if you can't do some of the de-stressing that I've suggested, remember you are way more resilient than you know. And focus on that. And your resiliency, once you like connect with it, I think that'll also help messages to come through clearer. Another thing I do to help with messages is I'm very audio. I love to listen to music, hear people speak. So I will go out and I'll find like a lawn or a botanical garden or somewhere where I can sit on the ground because I love earthing. Earthing's important, and I'll just sit quietly and I'll see what songs either drift over to me from a speaker of some kind or what pops into my head randomly. And those are also messages.
I get song lyrics all the time,
Yeah.
all the time. Leslie, my friend Leslie actually has a rock and roll deck, and I'm like, I want it, even though I have like 85 decks, and I'm like, I need that deck because
Oh,
she
I
played
love that.
it was like Bad Moon Rising, and I'm like, it's so true. I'm like, I want it. Yeah. I just messaged her earlier. I'm like, where did you get that thing? I bet that would be an awesome one to use.
I love that.
Yeah, it's all like classic rock. Well, at least what I saw, it's like a lot of classic rock, which is what I'm into.
Nice.
So hopefully that was helpful, but I'm excited for you that you see auras. That's awesome. That's something
Yeah, yeah.
really
I
cool
don't see
to do.
auras in
Mhm.
that way at all. Like when I tap into someone's aura, I get environments. And then I get messages in the environment through the aura, but I don't see the outline or anything like that.
I love how it's like we all have like these different things, but like it's cool because we all do our things in different ways, you know?
Yes. Yes, we all have our different modalities and we do what we gravitate to. And that's awesome. I love that.
Okay. So um What Brandy wants to know what the angels need her to know, or just what the angels need her to know right now.
Ooh.
Did it again. These cards are slippery. Oh, well, at least I'm gonna get shuffled a little bit when I drop them.
Slippery little suckers.
I was just about to say that. I love that movie.
I know, me too. I quote it all the time.
Oh my gosh. Barney's my favorite.
Oh, yes.
Everyone needs a Barney in their life. Right? His name is Barney, right?
I think so. I want to say yes. Yes, I think so.
Barney and Kit like stole the movie.
Oh, I know, right?
I love Kit.
By the way, there is no blue banana. I went looking for it once.
This bathtub is bigger than the blue banana.
Ooh.
All right. Okay, your turn.
All right. Sweet. All right, Brandy. So the first card that I pulled for you is the Two of Water. Now, to me, that has to do for you in this spread. It has to do with some type of challenge that's ending or it just ended. And it's been like kind of annoying and long and you wanted it over and now it is. Now it is completely over. And you know, you're beginning the healing process of that. Now, the best part is that leads into the Empress, giving birth to your dreams. If you have a project or something on the horizon and you're like, do I start it now? Do I wait? Now's the time to take action. Absolutely. If you're still a little hesitant, at least start getting in the long-term planning modes because whatever it is you're going to do, it's going to be extremely good. It's going to be extremely good. Yeah, there's a lot of prosperity on the horizon. And I don't just mean in a financial sort of way. I mean all aboard, like with love, with friends, with family, with artistic endeavors, with spiritual work. All of that, there's so much stuff that's right around the corner. And I'm excited. I'm very excited. The third card that I pulled is the Three of Fire. Now, this usually means planning for the long term, but honestly, I feel like with this, it indicates travel for you. I feel like you're going to be going somewhere. You know, I know there's a boat on the picture, but I feel it's going to be by plane because the boat is in the air. And I feel like you're going to go somewhere and it's going to help you tremendously more so than you know. It's going to be almost like a spiritual pilgrimage in a way, even though that might not be the main focus, but that is what is coming through. And it's going to help you in different levels than I think you even realize. The final card that I'm going to pull for you is... Oh, okay, is the Never Forgotten card. Now, here, it's funny, here I see it more about being a lot about flowers and about honoring people in your life, both here and the ones that are no longer presently physically with us. I feel like there's a lot of honoring that's going to be happening. I'm not exactly sure in what way. It could be doing a project in someone's name. It could be dedicating a book to somebody. It could be celebrating a marriage of someone, but honoring the people that came before. there's a lot of different things, but there's a lot of like honor with this card, and I'm not exactly sure how that plays into it, but it's good. It's all good, but there's a lot of like, never forgetting where we came from, never forgetting our roots, and honoring the people who have come before. Does that make sense?
I'll scroll down. I got some similar stuff, so I'm excited to see if she wrote anything in the chat. Is that are you done? I didn't want to jump on you.
Yeah, no, I'm done. I'm done. Yeah.
Sorry, I feel like I over talk on people sometimes. I get excited.
Oh no, I do the same thing.
So, we were just talking about you earlier, Jennifer. Definitely resonates. The last 10 years have been healing years, lots of new projects. Kyle knows travel is a theme. I love to travel. Flowers remind me of both my grandmothers and my ancestors. I got a similar message when you had the 10 of swords, right?
No.
So are we the release of something, or I got release? I got release.
No. I got the 2 of water, which
2 of water. Okay.
But usually it indicates romance. In this case, though, I think it has to do with the end of challenging times.
I got that with the release card.
Okay,
something like ended that was really challenging, and there's the birth of something new becoming, because as I look at this peacock, the inside of the peacock looks like an egg to me, and it jumped out as like the egg. It's like a new, like the birth of something like that's coming out of the egg. That's just where my eyes went this time, and that beautiful transformational butterfly, which is the cocoon, her coming out of that cocoon phase. Like I feel like you've been kind of hibernating, and hibernating a little bit lately, cocooning, and you're about to come out of that, and it's all the stuff you went through is gonna help you on your way. When you come out of that cocoon phase, make sure you have more fun, because usually the 4 of Pentacles is about like resources and saving your resources. But what I'm seeing, and when I look at this card and with you, is that she's just kind of sitting there with her purse, and this is why Bradley calls me ADHD eyes. There's these tiny people here that are like having a blast and having fun. They're sitting there and they're dancing around, and she's up here like not enjoying her time. So be sure to enjoy things. Be sure to enjoy life and say yes to invitations. Get out, do things. I do see travel too, because as you were talking about travel, I got the 6 of water, which is relocation, or it's moving away from challenging times. They're leaving the storm clouds, right? Going to safer shores, and it can be travel or relocation. And I don't know if we talked about this, but are you thinking about moving? Or are you just thinking about traveling? I think the reason why you saw a boat is I feel like there might be an overseas trip coming up. And I wonder if that's why you saw the boat with the water, and maybe it's because it's a travel like across the pond or somewhere, but that's what I was getting. I love how we get very similar. They're just like slightly different, but very similar themes.
Yes.
So,
yeah, which means the message is really hitting home.
So thank you, Brandy. Thanks for coming, and thank you for coming, and thank you for your question. And I'm gonna
Thank you, Brandy.
Let's see. Okay, so I had, hi Denise. Thank you, Denise. I love Denise. I need to email you back. I saw your email. It's been a crazy day. Hi Kyle, I'm a new sub. Thank you so much. Lily 000. I was gonna make a Futurama joke, but I don't know if anyone would get that. 00 point. Sorry. Okay, I'm a nerd. I watch sci-fi nerd stuff, but it's like only cartoons. So hi Kyle, I'm a new sub. Can I ask a general message? That is for my highest good. So you just want to know like what you need to know for your highest good. Sounds good. We can do that. That's easy peasy. All right, Lily, for your highest good. That's all I need to know for her highest good. Ooh, I love this. I want these cards. Lily, I'm getting a little jealous of these cards you're getting here. I'm not gonna lie. These are really nice ones. This is super exciting. I'm very excited for you. Okay. So is there, I'm going to scroll down just in case you want to type in the chat. Is there anything that you've been planning for July, or are you hoping something happens in July? Because I'm getting that Cancer energy, and I know that it can be like that tail end of June, or like that little bit of end of June into July, but I'm really getting the July theme here because I got the Chariot, and I'm feeling like it has to do more with timing and something good happening to you during that time, because the Chariot's all about getting, you're having acknowledgement, your hard work is paying off, you're finally being seen, your determination is being rewarded. But I'm also getting that there's some June or July thing going on, which is in your favor. So I'm not sure if you have anything you're waiting for. And I don't know, I almost feel like you're gonna buy a home, or you're thinking of moving. I'm getting because I also have the Queen of Pentacles, or you'll finally have money for like a down payment or something, because I have the Queen of Pentacles, and that's all about making your house beautiful, and all about, she has like the abundance. And if you look at her red pillow back there, look how grounded she is. She's so grounded, and she's also happy, like with that creativity energy, because that orange pentacle, like the money doesn't come from doing a job she hates, it comes from doing a job she loves, because it fills her sacral chakra. Colors really jump out at me a lot, right? So, and then I also have, and this is why I also feel like there might be some kind of relocation. I have my, the outcome is, or the final card is the dreamer. And that's new adventure. And those butterflies are all about transformation. And it's like this cute little doggies going on this journey, and they're about to go on like with childlike wonder. Awesome. So you're going to have some adventure. So maybe you're going to do some travel in July, but something really fun in July is in store for you. I'm excited. But the dreamer, I just love this version of the dreamer too, because it's like you're about to go on this journey, and the journey is blessed by your spirit team, because there's that little angel in the background just being like, go on, have fun, dog. And that dog is just, the dog has that childlike wonder. They're just excited to be out and like look at the, like chasing the butterflies. And I think whatever's coming your way, especially, and I really feel like it's that Cancer season, that water energy is going to be really good.
I got some very similar cards. So the first card that I got was the 10 of Air, 10 of Swords in traditional tarot. I do feel like you're leaving something behind. You're leaving something in the past, and you're moving forward into a bold new future, one that's wonderful, one that's amazing. And I do feel like relocation might be part of that. I also feel like there's been an end of a time that's been challenging too. Like you've packed your bags, you're like, I'm done with this, and you're gonna go. And you're not just physically leaving a place, but you're also emotionally and energetically leaving a place too. And that can mean a variety of things. But I feel like something is over. Something is over, it's completed its cycle, and now we're ready to go. To further go off of what Kyle said, I got the High Priestess in the second position. Now, both of these cards have to do with very powerful women, which I love. And it means, like, even though she's not depicted as a queen on this card, I do feel like the angel Haniel here is very royal. You know, she's on her throne. She is commanding like a queen on this card. And I absolutely love that. So it follows to what Kyle was saying about, doing something you love, something intuitive, I feel, something that brings you joy. And it also brings your pocketbook joy. It's going to be something really good. Now, it's funny, I didn't get a July reference per se, but the last two cards I got was the Knight of Fire. Now, this usually means something is going to happen very quickly, but this one to me also has to do with passion of a romantic nature. Either someone new is going to enter your life, or a relationship you currently have is going to be rekindled in some wonderful way. And it's also, there's a lot of fire here. So July also, I think, is going to be a stellar month for you. The last card I pulled is the Into the Darkness card. Now, this card can sometimes get mixed messages. For me, though, I'm looking at like it's an eternal flame. And this once more goes on with the passion and the potential romantic rekindling or new beginning that is on the horizon. There's going to be a lot of fire, a lot of, how can I put this? A lot of friction, if you will, and there's going to be really good things. And it won't just be of just a physical nature, but your heart is also going to be set on fire.
Please tell me when you pulled that card, you heard the bangles.
I didn't hear it until I said it. And I was like, okay, then I heard it. Yeah.
As soon as you said it, I just started her voice. Susanna Hobbs' voice just started right in my head.
Yes, love her.
Hi, Lauren. Thanks for coming. I was just talking about our class earlier. Okay, so we got it looks like our next person is I just want to make sure I get everybody. Is Dara. Hi, Dara. First time here. Here we go. I'll put her on. First time here, looking for love, career, love, and guidance. Or looking for career and love guidance. All right. And then I want to make sure. Looks like we have. Is Jennifer our last one? I think Jennifer is our last person. After this, I just want to make sure we get everybody.
Yeah.
So we'll do this one and Jennifer. Okay. So Dara is looking for love and career. If you finish before me, you could go.
Okay.
I wanted to make sure. I looked in the comments. I just wanted to make sure I got that we get our buddy before we.
Right. All right. So what I did here is I pulled 4 cards. The first 2 are going to be about your love life. The second 2 are going to be about your career. So we can address those equally. The first card that I pulled was the 3 of Fire. It came back. What I'm getting for you is it has to do with past relationships. You've had a few that I feel they've set you on fire, literally, in a few different ways, but none of them were exactly lasting. What it is that you want now is a relationship that will last, that will be concrete, that will be beautiful. And I feel it's very attainable. I feel you're on the right path to get that. However, there's a lot of stuff that has to happen first. In a way, it's all about rebirth. It's all about there's a lot of work I think you need to do for yourself first before you can completely devote yourself to someone else. But the good news is you're already doing it. You've already planted the seeds to do this work that's within you. What we need to do now is wait for the blossoms to bloom. So I do feel love-wise, there's a lot of really good stuff in the horizon. However, I don't see anything major happening until April or May. The seeds have been planted. Now we have to wait for the April showers to bring May flowers, so to speak. And then you can blossom from there. But in the meantime, what you do is currently do things that enrich yourself, that enrich you, that make you feel alive, make you feel joyous. Spend time with friends, spend time with family, go outside. I do see you visiting the beach and a park, on more than one occasion. So try to get to a beach and or a park a lot. during that time, something that's convenient, that's easy, that brings you joy. Of course, could be inclement weather. I'm not sure where you are, but go outside more. Do the things that really invigorate you. And then we wait. Yeah, it's sort of a waiting game, which I know can be very frustrating because we want the love now. I always want the love now, but we have to sometimes wait because everything happens in perfect divine timing. And if we try to rush it too much, we might get something we don't generally want. Now, as for your career, this was really interesting. This was really interesting. So the first card I pulled was the Queen of Air. She's brilliant. She's charismatic, um, beautiful. I feel like, you're focusing more on your career. This makes sense. This is totally right on the card, connects with what you're looking for. I do feel you have a great way to, you can diffuse difficult situations with your charm and your humor. Like if there's a really intense situation, you're going to lighten it up with a joke that everyone's going to relate to and find funny, and it'll kind of dissipate some of that. My question to you would be, do you work at all with grief counseling? Because this card that came up was the sorrow card, which is really interesting. But I'm not getting sorrow as in personal sorrow for you or for your job situation. I'm getting sorrow for others. So it makes me wonder, do you work as a social worker or as a grief counselor or something like that? Or have these been things you've considered? There is some type of underlying sadness that's there, which you will be able to help with. You're the person who's going to come in and help others on their healing journey. Maybe you're a psychiatrist or a psychologist, I'm not sure, but look into those fields, ones that involve a lot of emotion and a lot of healing. Kyle?
All right. I feel like you got hurt, and I've like, I don't know if you recently got hurt in like a relationship, but I feel like you were the person that was kind of like having to do, like, you were the one that was like all in and giving them your all, and they weren't giving that back. Cause I got the Queen of Water, and a lot of times the Queen of Water is just somebody who's just emotionally there for everybody, and they're to the point where they're sometimes self-sacrificing. But I think in this instance, it was, you were not getting what you were putting out, you were not getting back. And I also got, this is for love, by the way. Sorry, I probably should have prefaced that. I also got the Five of Water. And the good news is that's Archangel Shaun-Mathieu. If you're an angel person, Archangel Shaun-Mathieu can help you find and help bring that person into your life, that twin flame, your person into your life. They can help you like move, or help you put the chess pieces in place to get that person to you. So, but you still have to do like the inner work, like Shaun mentioned, and plant the seeds too. But I feel like there's a lot of focus like on the negative, like especially if you were hurt, which I do that as well. I'm not trying to judge. Like when I'm hurt or mad, like I get my claws come out, I get the back against the wall. I'm like complaining to anybody who will listen to my story. Like I focus on the negative, but I don't think this person or situation was for you, because behind you there's these two full cups, and the full cups is like there's an offering behind you that you're not realizing, or it happened for your highest good. And then I feel like so if you think she's going to meet somebody in like April or May, I think that person might have Leo energy, because I got strength. And I think they could be Leo, like a Leo rising or a Leo, and somebody who is assertive. I almost wonder if you already know this person and they've been waiting for you to be ready. Because this cup, this with the cups behind him, makes me feel like there's somebody in the wings that was waiting for you to get over whatever you're trying to get over, or whoever you're trying to get over. And just there's somebody that just hasn't had the courage yet, or maybe you've met them in passing and they're shy, and next time you meet them they'll be more like not as shy. But I feel like it's Leo energy. And you're learning a lot through what you went through. You're learning a lot and growing a lot. So that's what I got love wise. But I love that. Like hopefully you'll meet somebody soon, and I feel like they are going to have that like Leo energy. And I'm a Leo rising, so we don't. Sometimes Leos can be kind of arrogant, but sometimes they can be really cool. So it just depends. For your career, you're like really trying very hard to balance everything. I feel like you're either being overworked or asking to take on too many responsibilities. You're trying to do too many things, and it's just not fun. Um, this card, whenever I get this card and when someone's asking about career, it's like they're working so hard. It's like it makes me think of the song Working 9 to 5 by Dolly Parton. You're going in there, you're working, you're not making nearly as much as you're worth. You're working your butt off, and like they just keep throwing more crap at you. It's kind of like, but I feel like there is a promotion, either a promotion going to open up or a promotion that you might be eyeing, because I got, for the other card, I got the King of Fire. And you got a Knight of Fire, right? Or was that the last person?
That was the last person, but I got a 3 of Fire with her love.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Which is fiery. Could be that fiery energy. Maybe that Leo.
Leo.
But the King of, this is somebody who's like a leader. So I feel like there's a promotion that you're either looking to go for, or there's a manager that might help you or is taking an interest in like, hey, you know, she's been working really hard. She's really good at what she does. I think we should put her in the ring for this promotion. Where like you might even have to give presentations, because this is somebody that's like takes like a speaker role. So I do feel like something is going to break, and I feel like it's going to be the pearl is April, right? I think I asked this when I did a reading last week or on Monday or something like that. No, today is Monday. Last week, the pearl, right? The pearl is April for the birthstone, because that's giving me the timing. Is that October or no, April? I'm so bad. Whatever the
I have no idea.
Sorry, whatever I know, I'm like, I have a method to the madness. Whatever the birthstone of Pearl is, I feel like that's the month where things get better for the job, or this promotion opens up. Which would, yeah, if it's April, that's fire energy. That's depending on the timing in April, it could be Aries during the time of Aries. I feel like I asked somebody this last time about the diamonds. April. Okay, then what's a pearl? What is the pearl then? If somebody can figure out the pearl, let me know. But I feel like whatever that pearl birthstone is, that's when the things will get better with your job. And last but certainly not least, Miss Jennifer. I have to find your comment. All right, you want to know when you're gonna move? When we'll move, this year or next year? I still see you and Steve like watching fireworks over a lake with lawn chairs. I still see it. So no matter when you move, I feel like you're going to be there at a 4th of July time. And that's been coming through for a while. I've been saying that for a while though, haven't I? I just keep having this vision of her and Steve sitting in these lawn chairs, just like watching the fireworks over a lake.
Yeah, I could see it. And Steve's drinking an old fashioned. Yeah. Jen is something chocolatey and alcoholic. I'm not sure what.
We got to remember when we had those drinks at that rock and roll place, and I got that big bucket. Everyone was so worried about me. Half that thing was water. I was like, guys, I'm fine. It literally was like mostly ice. It just I was like, she's gonna be hammered. No, guys, it was all ice. Ice and a bunch of like soda, and then like a little bit of booze. Okay, when are they gonna move? I'm still getting like a fiery during a fire sign, like a fiery, like, or no, yeah, a fire sign.
When
are they gonna move? Are you still, and you don't have to, you can always text me and answer if you want. Are you still worried about the kids in the move and like them not liking the move? So I'm getting some kid cards pop up. Just curious.
Shall I go ahead and go?
Yeah, go for it. Sorry.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right. Yeah. No. I take my time too. Uh, so Jen, in regards to an actual month of when you're moving, it was interesting. I got the Justice card, which the
Mm.
scales on the card remind me of Libra. So I would say maybe October, very end of September. I think it would be around then as far as that. The next card I got, though, the next two cards actually are pretty amazing. The move is going to be so successful because the world is your oyster. I have a feeling that, yes, the move is going to be a lot of hard work because moves are stressful. That's just how they are. However, I feel it's going to be a little less stressful than you may think. And I don't know if that will help with people coming in to help you professionally pack or using one of those pod things to move things over or what. But I think it's still going to be stressful. It's a move. They always are. But it's going to be a little less stressful than I think you might be anticipating. And then the final card, well, I could not have asked for a better card for you. The 10 of water, the happily ever after card. And I love that there are four people on this card, a mom, a dad, a boy, and a girl. Whose family does that remind me of, Jen? It reminds me of yours. And look, there's a house in the background with a rainbow. Um, I think this is going to be such an amazing move for you. I think it's going to be brilliant, and you're going to love it. Now, it's funny. I too am getting July vibes, but the cards are telling me it's going to be October.
Mhm.
So I would say maybe you do the physical moving in October, but it'll be decided by July. That's kind of what I'm picking up on. But it's going to be a great move. It's going to be a great move. It's going to be beneficial for all of you. You're going to love it. Steve's going to love it. Matt's going to love it. Charlotte's on her own path. She's doing her own thing. But all of you are going to love it.
I totally think you're right with getting news in July, or maybe you'll be visiting in July and like finalizing a house or something in July, because I got the 6 of Cups. This is what made me think about the kids. I got the 6 of Cups. And
Ooh.
I think that your move, I feel like you guys were supposed to move sooner, but I think Metatron stepped in and postponed it. And I'll tell you why in a minute. I feel like it was divine intervention, I feel like. But I feel like you guys are, but I feel like it was making sure that the kids were good. I know you're not worried about them, but maybe just making sure that they're like finally at peace with you moving or some aspect, because I'm really focused on the kids here. And then number 6, if 6 months from now would be July. I was sitting there counting in my head as if you
Oh,
meant,
yeah.
I wonder if maybe they're there in July and they're finding a place or finding a town and they're there, the fireworks, and then they move in October when things are finalized. And then this is why I think Metatron intervened. I really do. I really feel like Metatron kind of stepped in and was like, we need to pause. And I feel like it has to do with maybe your son. Maybe just making sure he was just fully ready for you guys to leave, or maybe he's going with you, or for him to figure out his path first, because I feel like there was movement with the move, or at least progression, and then it kind of stopped. But it's not gone. It's coming back. Definitely coming back. And I'm still getting fire energy. I'm getting that fire energy. So fire, though, July is Cancer. When is the fire energy? Is that Leo season? That's Leo season.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I'm kind of getting all over with time here, but I'm getting some fire energy there. Or maybe your kid's a fire sign. I'm not really, your son's a fire sign. I'm not sure. I've never met the kids. I've just
Well,
met.
could it be like weather, like temperature? Because it is
Yeah, that's
hot during
true.
the summer.
It is so hot. And if I keep seeing fireworks too, I keep seeing them watching fireworks. It's like a image I keep having I've had for them for a while. Um, so yeah. Yeah, Leo, yep, Leo season. And then someone found the pearl is June. So yeah. And then I also got, so you said couldn't have had a happier card. Well, I couldn't have had a better card either, because I got the Ace of Water. It's gonna be
Ooh.
awesome. I feel like you're gonna find a really beautiful place in a really beautiful neighborhood that you're just really gonna like. And I still feel you by water. I really do. Well, if you're in Michigan, you're gonna be by water because that's like a peninsula or you know what I mean? Like I grew up around that area, so or spent a lot of time there, but not everywhere there is by water though. You know what I mean? Like some places are not. I feel like you're going to be near the lake or at least near some kind of beautiful body of water, even if it's like a cute pond or something. But I just feel like it's a cute town. I just feel like you just really like it. You really like it there. Even though I know, I know you're like they're like the cold, worry about the cold, but I still feel like there's a lot of good that outweighs the worries. I just feel like the sense of community and the people change things. You know what I mean? Um, I like
I
it.
mean, I did. Oh, go on.
Go
Sorry.
ahead. No, I'm excited. Go ahead.
I heard intuitively. I heard Ann Arbor.
I love Ann Arbor.
Yeah.
I
So
wanna go
like,
visit there. I love it. I haven't
yeah.
been there since I was, like, 19, but I would go back.
Oh, I've never been. I've never been yet. But yeah, I've
It's a
heard. I've
fun
heard
town.
good things.
It's fun.
Nice.
I like Ann Arbor. I mean, so, we have to go off, friends, because I have to pick up my kids from school. Sorry, I know we had some friends that came on later. I'm so sorry. For those that you came later, that we have to go because we've been on for, like, an hour and almost 20 minutes, and I gotta go get my kids from school soon. So, is that okay with you, Sean?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But this is also just the first of many
this is
collaborations.
true. Yes. We're very excited. The Kyle and Sean show is not a one-time thing, friends. So,
Definitely
yeah,
not.
so thank you. Oh, and I wanna put Deborah said something really cool I wanna throw on there. Aw, thank you, Deborah. That means the world to me. I have so much respect for you. She put something really cool about Mercury retrograde. I start it. So about Mercury retrogrades is the energy. If the energy feels disruptive, go within and reassess your perspective and reflect on what you might be missing. So I feel like for Mercury
Ooh.
retrograde, it's how you feel, and then if it's some people might have rough ones, some might have easy peasy ones, but go inward.
Yes. I love that.
So thank you all for coming. This was a blast. Really appreciate you showing up. We love doing this work and yeah, we just appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, guys.
And I'm sorry for those who got here a little bit later, but I got to get my kids. And I got to let my dog out. She's getting mad.
Yeah,
So
but we'll do this. We'll do this soon, fairly
yeah.
soon. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll schedule another time. So
Yeah.
bye
All right.
everybody.
Bye, guys. Take care.
Bye. Thanks, Denise, for coming. And thank you, Brandy. Thanks, Denise, for pumping us up.